set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And off we go from Tampa. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 180. Check. 45. Come on. Line up, sweetheart. 11. I got this.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Watch the run. This is out, baby. That's baby side. 2. Watch out. 2. Check 52.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. Hey, gun. 45 to 11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Going for Hurt. He's got a man. Complete. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Coleman on the toss. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
1, Omaha. Check, nickel. 12. I got this.
Jerick McKinnon, 2 years in the making, gets his first 49er carry. And boy, that hole closed quickly, and I don't think McKinnon got there. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
Let's go.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. On play action, Winston. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run, find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Black 22. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Watch twins. Watch twins.
They give it off here to the tight end. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready. Blue ready. Hey, let's get it for purpose. Check, check. Fresno. Fresno. Green, triple C. 2-6.
Winston. That is caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, 26 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Watch the curl.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
Here we go, here we go. 80! 54, Mike 54. You ain't going nowhere.
second down, McKinnon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Check, 154. Hey, gun. Watch the car. Right there. Two. Small.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
This will be fielded at the 17. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, that's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
56. Get ready. Show it. Flip.
Off the play fake, Winston. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 3rd down, Winston escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now McKinnon to start the drive. He's got the first down and more inside the 40 and all the way down to the 33-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Here we go.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Give me that ball, defense. 11.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. It was looking for Matthews that time, and that'll make it 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go. Let's bring it. 45. 11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Finds his target, Montgomery. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Hey, gun. White. Man.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing, Winston. He's got Evans. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
56. I'm scared. Watch safety quick. Let's go now.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to fourth down.
Ready. Black 22. Hey, they scared. They scared. Whip. Watch the whip. Green 17. 57 Mike 57.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A give to Jones. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watch the ship. Let's go, baby. Turnover. Get that back up.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And this is incomplete. The tight end, Cameron Brate, was the target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams, and there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Again, it's Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Winston now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
12.
There's Garoppolo to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
65.
Now Garoppolo. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
45, Mike, 45. You don't want nothing.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that's caught inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
21. 54 is Mike.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Goodwin. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Winston now after the fumble recovery. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Winston. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw, Winston. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Mike, here we go, here we go. 21, 21. Here we go. Check the backer, check the backer. Check 50, check 50. Underfoot, X3. 218, chop. 12, 12. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the pass.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the interception, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Nick Bosa brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The 1st sack of his NFL career. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down at the 10. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line.
11. Go ahead.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, alert!
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Over the middle, he completes it to Hurd. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Who's that? Hey, watch 12, fellas. Here we go. Check Mike 54. On
1st down, Garoppolo. Oh, the ball pressure too much. Down he goes.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
After the sack on first down, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
13. Mike 5-4, Mike. White. 5-4. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Nassib drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be 4th and long. Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. That's pulled in at the 32. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Strong right. We got three.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he fires one incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Winston. Airing this one out for him. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go. 180! Mike, 54. Hey. Check. Lucky.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Right there. 54. Right there.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. And even 60 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
I got you.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And it'll be intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Winston here to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And got his man complete. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. 46 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
21. Here we go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Finds his target, Montgomery. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's me. 45. Mike, 45.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. On the crossing route, complete. That's Montgomery. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Hey, gun. He's 21. He's coming, double up. 6. Say hut.
One final try now for Garoppolo. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And with that, our journey begins.